The Kitchen Angle Show. A Jersey native. Home of everything and anything. Your host, Mike. Hey guys, welcome to another edition to The Kitchen Angle. Happy Thursday to everyone out there. One more day, guys, until the weekend, right? But I don't know, most people are not looking forward to it because they'll probably most likely be in their house, right? Self quarantine stuff. Everybody's just going bonkers with everything. Just everybody losing their minds, just not knowing what to do and this and that. Something caught my eye, though. I tell you what, something definitely caught my eye. I was, I'm into everything. I look at the politics, the news, if there's any good movies coming out. But something definitely caught my eye this morning. I woke up this morning, like I always do, have my cup of coffee, turn on the news, see what's going on. Which it's really bizarre, I'll get into, what kind of caught my eye. But first, I'll tell you what I do. I wake up in the morning, like I said, I have my coffee, turn on the news, the news people, they're reporting from their house. It's kind of funny, you can see, which one makes the bigger bucks and which one doesn't, because most of these people have some, gorgeous houses, nice decorations and stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of cool to see firsthand, where these people live and everything. It's kind of odd, kind of cool. But what caught my eye is just a certain thing, certain matter of things. After that, I went, I was out and about. I had to get some things done, and went over to the store and everything. And these stores now, especially Walmart and Target, all the other stores, they're taking these, they're taking the coronavirus very, very serious. And what I mean by that is, I was at the store and they have all their tape up now. It's like you're going into like a module or something, before you have to, before you go, do your shopping and whatnot. But I'm in the, I'm going through Walmart. I love that store. I could do it all the time, go through it all the time. And, you got to go through this little module now. You got to stay 6 feet away from one another. And they got these, special marked tape and, then there's little signs that says, oh, got to stop. You're coming up to somebody 6 feet away. I'm telling you what, guys, it's like they've been briefed or something, a special training or what. But I'm walking through and the lady's like, she's like ordering me to stop, because I'm getting too close to the next person. And I said, I'm just smiling and shaking my head. I'm taking this thing serious, guys. But, I think these people are taking it way too serious, yes, you got to be cautious and stuff, and you got to stay away from, certain people and this and that, and people that are normally sick. But I think people are just definitely taking it too serious, way too serious. But with that being said, guys, welcome to the show. It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend. This week, excuse me. This week has gone by quick, real quick. Talk about some trending things here. Some trending things besides the coronavirus, right? You don't want to hear about the coronavirus all the time. I sure as hell don't want to talk about it all the time because you go on the news and that's all you see is coronavirus. And it's all over the news, It really is. It's there's nothing else popping in the news besides the coronavirus. And but with that being said, guys, welcome to the show. Got a lot to talk about on the show. A lot. I want to talk about some politics. I want to talk about what's buzzing. besides politics, and just basic, just basic everyday stuff. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Right back after these words, guys. Don't go anywhere. You're gonna love to hear what you hear next. Hey guys, if you're out there trying to look for a new product, a natural product, you want to get off the strong medications, the strong everything in this crazy world today we live in. Look no further than HempWorks. HempWorks, what is it? Guys, it's a natural supplement. It's healthy for your body. It's through the natural blend of marijuana, but basically, it's crazy to say that, but HempWorks is actually legal, folks. You can buy it in stores, online stores, everywhere. Basically, what it is an oil type of formula that you can basically spread all over your body. I'm telling you what, folks, this stuff works like wonders. It really does. It's a tremendous product. And I'm telling you what, I use it myself for things that, sometimes I go through, like headaches and just everyday stress levels. You apply it on your forehead, boom. God, it's like a miracle. I call it the miracle pill, so to speak, but it's oil based. And I tell you what, guys, that headache goes away within minutes. Try HempWorks. Just log on to HempWorks.com. You can Google it, HempWorks, HempWorx. Make sure you put the X at the end. So it's HempWorks. Google that right now, guys. I'm telling you what, there's, so many different products on their page that you can, you can scroll through, look at it, see if it's the right product for you first. And I'm telling you what, guys, this product, you're going to love it. They stand by their money too. So, Google HempWorks today, guys. You'll love it.
Out the Paycheck Protection Program. I'm also pleased to report the economic impact payments. I had previously said this would take us 3 weeks. I'm pleased to report that within 2 weeks, the first payments will be direct deposit into taxpayers' account. And as the president said, last night the president authorized me to say that anybody that has Social Security recipients won't need to file a new tax return, and we'll have that. If we don't have your direct deposit information, we'll be putting up a web portal so that you can put that up. It is a very large priority. The president has made clear we want to get this money quickly into your hands. I'm also pleased to report that we continue to work closely with the Federal Reserve. We're in the process of designing a new facility that we call the Main Street Lending Facility. We're also looking at facilities for state governments as well. And I'm also pleased to report the Employee Retention Credit. It's up and running. The first $10,000 of wages, you get a 50% credit. That's $5,000 per person. And for everyone who's kept someone, you can immediately get that money. You can deduct it from what you owe the IRS immediately. If you don't owe us money, you'll get a refundable tax credit. So that is up and running. I'm also pleased to report we have the program up and running. We're taking applications from the airlines, from the cargo companies, and from national security companies. So thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you, Steve.
Wow, guys, this is great news. You just heard a sound clip from Mnuchin, basically saying the first payments to taxpayers for this stimulus package that's been passed and signed by the president will be in a form of direct deposit or other forms. With this payment being delivered to Americans in the next couple of weeks. It's great news. Great news. I mean, in a time like this, this could be delivered any faster. That'd be great. I mean, guys, we're going through some tough times. Really, really tough times. I mean, we're, I don't think that this country has seen or witnessed anything for this matter to be to be witnessed, right? I mean, there's a lack of words here for a minute, but I mean, seriously, I mean, this has turned out to be a very small pandemic to an uncontrollable pandemic, a pandemic to affect the world on a global stage, so to speak. We are now approaching close to over 1 million people that's been affected by this virus globally. More cases now in the United States than any other country on the global stage. Guys, we have to beat this thing. We have to beat this thing. We have to adhere to local advisories, local governments, police, your sheriff departments, everything. You have to practice the social distancing. I know it's silly. I know it's ridiculous where you have to try to stay away from one another for 6 feet. It's hard for me. It really is, because when you're out and about and you see these signs, sometimes you chuckle about them. But I mean, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I chuckle about it too. But you have to. I mean, you have to use common sense. You have to use common sense. You have to stay away from sick people. It's just a matter of benefit of the fact. You have to stay away from sick people. In order to do that, just use common sense. Use an understanding of, basically, if you see somebody that's sick, I mean, they don't even have to be wearing a mask. I mean, you could tell. You could. I think as humans, we could tell. Like when somebody's sick, and if you can't tell, there's something wrong with you. There really is. There's something wrong with you if you can't tell. I'm out and about all the time, and I see a sick person. I just walk the other direction. Guys, we can. I mean, we have to use our common sense. We're adults here. It's just there's no more to be said about this. There really isn't. And with the stimulus package, it has benefits. It has benefits. It has and it also has negatives too. And we'll get into that in a little bit. I want to talk about the negative points of this stimulus package, because not only does it bring a positivity with this type of package. There is also a lot of negative points to this. And like I said, I'll get into that in a little bit, but I want to talk about the good things about this. Not only is it's going to add money to the economy, without a doubt, folks. It will. It will add money to the economy. It'll rebuild the economy to a point. It's not going to rebuild it 100%. We may not see the same economy, folks, that we seen back in January or early February before this whole thing started. All right, starting to affect the states. It's not going to start right away. And if you think it's going to start right away, then you're dead wrong. We literally have to rebuild this economy stronger than it was once. Mike, the economy was strong under Trump. Yes, you're right. You might be right. Yeah, the economy was there. I mean, it was getting there under Trump. When he first took office, he was building it back up from its shell. Because I mean, you can look at the previous administration, and I mean, they tanked us. The Obama administration put more national debt in this country than any other presidential administration ever before, and in my lifetime, and I'm sure anybody else's lifetime. We've seen more national debt in this country under his administration, surely under the Bush administration. So the last two administrations put a lot of damage and a lot of harm to the economy, to the national security, to everything that we hold dear in this country. And, Trump, he's doing the right things. But, Trump is also under a lot of pressure. He's also under a lot of pressure with the, with the coronavirus now outbreak, with trying to get this thing contained, trying to advise Americans to practice social distancing, stay within 6 feet away, wash your hands, Try to stay home as much as possible. Do not go out as much as possible unless you absolutely need to. Whether it be, you going grocery shopping, essential shopping, you have to go to work. Your place of business is still open. Yes, you should do those things. It's part of a living. You have to do those things, whether an outbreak is here or not. You still have to practice that as an Americans. But the only way we're ever going to get through this. The only way we're ever going to get through this is just basic common sense. Now, guys, I want to talk about the stimulus package. All right, we got a package that went in similar to this under Obama. Okay, I want to talk about the Obama package. Okay, if everybody remembers, in the year 2009, the Obama stimulus package was passed. Okay, that was about 4.5% of the GDP, or half as big. Okay, but the spending package was spread over 2 years. The stimulus was designed to go in effect was designed to go into effect straight away, and almost all the money would be doled out in the next few years. Okay, so the stimulus package under Obama, basically, like I said, it was rolled out in 2009, about 4.5%. Okay, and then it was going to be, it was going to be rolled out into the economy, the American economy, within 2 years. Okay, this package that Trump is signed, okay, this package is different. It's got similarities, but it's different. This package that he had signed is the biggest package, a stimulus package that's ever been signed and passed by Congress in this country. It's the biggest. It's a 2.2, I believe, right? Yeah, $2.2 trillion package, okay? And not only does it going to go to certain people of the country, matter of fact, it's going to go to every American in this country. Small businesses, private businesses, corporations, to help with the payroll, to help bring people back into work, people that are working, put more money into their paychecks, help them out with financially, rent, utilities, such and such, private bills. It's going to help out with senior citizens. It's going to help out with all these groups, right, in the country. It's going to. It's not going to, it's not just a stimulus package to say, oh, yeah, here's an extra $200 from our government. Thank you very much for being an American. No, it's not designed for that as much as the Obama stimulus package was. Because in my eyes, that's all it was. Obama just gave us like, oh, here you go. This thing is a lot larger, and it's designed to help people get out of the hole that we're in this country, okay? And even though this is the biggest stimulus package ever signed into this country, people have to look at this and take responsible measures and responsible angles, okay? And really use this thing and spend it wisely. Because once you spend it, that's it, folks. This thing is not designed to, go on vacation and, buy that purse, ladies, and, the guys, if, go buy something really fancy. No, it's not designed for that, guys. It's not designed for that, ladies. It's designed to help your families out. It's designed to help businesses out. It's designed to bring back the economy stronger than ever, okay? Because our economy is tanking right now. But is it tanking under bad decisions? Are we spending money like we've been spending, 816 for the last 16 years under, Obama and Bush? No, we're not spending nearly the amount of money that we were spending when we were under his administration. So that's the difference between the two stimulus packages. Now, I want to talk about the negative points of this stimulus package, because there are negative points, folks. They're the negative points, okay, which it will bring. Not only will this help out benefits, unemployment insurance system, it will help out that. It will also enable gig workers. Yes, I said that, gig workers. If anybody doesn't know what a gig worker is basically people that are in the ride-sharing service such as Uber, Lyft, the food delivery services. Those are all gig workers. Those are people that their income changes varies from day to day, hour by hour, week by week. So we'll help out with them too as well, because they have been taking a really really big burden, so to speak, on this whole thing. It's also going to help out, with it basically, folks. It's going to help out a lot. It's going to help a lot. But like I said, there is a big negative side to this. We're going to have to pay for this. It's putting another $2.2 trillion of debt into this country. Okay. And, my generation is definitely not going to be paying into it. It's going to affect the next generation. It's going to affect our kids. Our kids are going to have to pay for this. The taxes are going to go up. Gas prices are going to rise over the summer into the end of the year. Food prices are going to go up. So you're going to see a tremendous rise in taxes, food, gas, hotel costing, resort costs, Airbnbs and regular resorts out in, Disney World or California or whatever, Hawaii, the Keys. You're going to see a lot of taxes go up from this thing. So yes, we are going to be paying into this thing. That's the negative part about it. It's going to put a burden into the country. Like I said, you're putting another $2.2 trillion of debt into this country. Good choice of spending. Yes, I think yes, it is a good choice. Okay, because we have a lot of people out of work. We have a lot of people now on unemployment. Our unemployment, folks, have rised since this whole coronavirus outbreak started here, and we're only into the second, maybe third month of this thing, and look how much of a drastic disaster this thing has caused. And we're only 3 months into it. Folks, we cannot afford another 3, 6, 8 months of this thing. Okay, this thing has to be contained. It has to be contained responsibly. I have no idea, where we should go as a country with this thing, and but folks, there's a lot to look at it. There's a lot to look at, just different angles of where we should go as a country. This thing is actually, believe it or not, folks, we're learning from a lot from this right now, and we're paying the price for it right now. Because, folks, I'm not gonna lie, we've made a lot of bad decisions as a country, but we should use this disease, this virus, whatever you want to call it, pandemic, as a teaching tool to move forward. Okay, and not rely on things that just don't work, anymore. With that being said, guys, I'm going to take another break, and I'll be right back.
Are you tired of being just one of the crowd? Stuck in the rat race, putting in 40 hours of your life every week, then doing it again the next week and the next? Feel as if your job or career is keeping you from doing things you really want to do in life? What if there were another way? Something you can start for virtually no investment. A business featuring products everyone needs and the ability to duplicate your time and energy worldwide so that even when you take time off, your business continues to grow. This system is easy to follow with proven techniques, 100% cloud-based, so you have no inventory, no shipping, and no collecting. You can be making money literally within the next hour, qualify for a $500 a month lifestyle bonus within a week, and be ready to quit your job in just a few short months. While no one can guarantee your success, what we can guarantee is that this product works, the system works, and thousands of people have already achieved exactly what we just described. The company is is Be Epic, featuring the most advanced health and wellness products around the world. Their leading product is Elevate, a once-daily capsule providing energy, eliminating mental fog, elevating well-being, and providing essential nutrients, all natural and proven effective. It retails for under $50 a month, so it's simple and affordable. Other Be Epic products include Accelerate, allowing you to lose weight while you sleep, and Great Kids, a nutritional supplement for youngsters that tastes like candy. The products are great. They're ordered by customers from your own website link, shipped straight to them from the factory, and you get paid online each week via your own Be Epic dashboard. So let's get right to how you can make money. There are several ways, so we'll keep it simple. First, it's free to sign up, then one product order and you're in business with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Second, as a promoter, you get paid 50% of every new customer order you secure. That's right, 50%. Many distributors make a good living by simply promoting to customers. Ready to expand your business anywhere in the world? When you bring in a new brand partner, you're paid 50% of their first order and qualify for a percentage of their organization's volume as well. As your business begins to grow, it splits into two legs, and you can receive a 20% bonus on the lower leg volume, which is actually a benefit. This helps your organization maintain better balance, ensuring long-term stability. To qualify for the lifestyle bonus, just sign up for the $89.95 a month Elevate Pack. Find 4 people who do the same thing, then help them find 4 each. That's it. A $500 lifestyle bonus every month you qualify. There are several other bonuses as well, matching bonuses, global bonuses, and more. The larger your business grows, the more bonuses you qualify for. Hey, there's a lot of money to be made here. For a more detailed explanation, just visit the website. And is it working? In just a few short years, Be Epic has grown from zero to over $40 million in annual revenue, with projections over the next 5 years you can't imagine. Now is the time to get on board with this fast-growing company fueled by great products, an industry-leading compensation plan, simple process, and remarkable leadership. So how did you get started? It couldn't be any easier. Just contact the person who sent you this video or click on the link shown below right now.
The Kitchen Angle Show, an Anchor podcast, a show of meaning, determination, motivation, anything to get through your crazy day life.
Represent one of the hardest hit communities in the hardest hit city in this country, Queens, New York. 13 dead in a night in Elmhurst Hospital alone. Our community's reality is this country's future if we don't do anything. Hospital workers do not have protective equipment. We don't have the necessary ventilators, but we have to go into this vote eyes wide open. What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate...
Lady, you got it. Hold on, let me put this on. Guys, what you're hearing here is, welcome back to the show for those who's just joining in. We're talking about a lot of different things. We're talking about more coronavirus scenarios, the social distancing now becoming more serious than it has been since it's been rolled out. Now I'm playing a soundbite here. I want to play a soundbite here as I was playing it here. You're hearing AOC, Ocasio-Cortez, this is the difference, guys, between Democrats and Republicans. You got to hear this. You got to hear that. I mean, we're in a pandemic, a global pandemic of a crisis. This is not a crisis over oil or bioweapons. This is a health crisis, guys. A crisis of health, right? And this is how Democrats are taking to this crisis. Oh boy! I can go on and on. I mean, this is crazy. It really, you got to listen to her.
American history, shameful. The greed of that fight is wrong for crumbs for our families, and the option that we have is to either let them suffer with nothing or to allow this greed and billions of dollars, which will be leveraged into trillions of dollars, to contribute to the largest income inequality gap in our future. There should be shame about what was fought for in this bill and the choices that we have to make.
Gentlelady's time's expired.
And I yield.
God, it's expired. You hear this lady? This lady, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm saying it's going to cause negative points to it, right? Yeah, it's going to put another $2.2 trillion of debt into this country. But guys, when you put the cards on the table, would you rather have a national debt of positive money that needed to be spent to help able-bodied Americans that are struggling right now, unemployed? They lost their job not because of something that they might have done stupidly, but they lost their job because they didn't have a choice. This virus, folks, is putting people out of work, and it's making people struggle. And you got this stupid girl, little girl, I call her, from the Bronx, right? AOC, a bartender with no political experience. You could say that too. Yeah, Trump doesn't have any political experience, but guess what? The difference between Trump and AOC is Trump has brains and common sense and knowledge when he speaks. This woman, when she speaks, that's all you hear is bah, 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 bah. We're going to do this, and we got to do this, and we got to do this. That's all you hear from this lady. All you hear from her. You don't hear anything positive from her whatsoever. She slammed the $2.2 trillion coronavirus stimulus package that was passed in the Senate earlier this week as shameful, and argued that the bill was one of the largest corporate bailouts in American history. Lady, do you believe the stuff that you're trying to sell to these American people? Because I don't believe a damn word that you're trying to sell. Because all I hear is rubbish from your mouth. I don't hear anything that's positive from your mouth. And then what is she? Then she goes on and she says that during the debate of what she was talking about here on the Senate's hefty stimulus package, the Congresswoman took to the House floor to underscore the need for protective gear for medical workers in her district in Queens, New York, one of the areas hardest hit by the coronavirus outbreak. Then Cortez then argued, and then urged her fellow lawmakers to look at this bill that has just been sent over to the lower chamber with eyes wide open. Okay? This is one of your House representatives. Do you want me to go on? I mean, seriously, do you want me to go on of what you have as a representative here? I mean, are we hearing this correctly? I mean, I feel that the House of Representatives by the Democrats, that they literally been taken over by college students that have no morale, no common sense of anything in this world. I'll continue because I got a couple more moments here left on the show, and I'll continue because this is nuts. This is outright nuts. This is what the representative Cortez goes against too. What did the Senate majority fight for? Ocasio-Cortez asks. One of the largest corporate bailouts with a few strings as possible in American history. Shameful. The greed of that fight is wrong for crumbs for a family. The $2.2 trillion coronavirus package passed anonymously in the Senate during a late night vote Wednesday will provide a $500 billion corporate fund, $377 billion in aid to small businesses, and 1,200 one-time checks to individuals who make up to $75,000. The package was also passed after both Democratic and Republican lawmakers worked tirelessly through several sticking points, one of them being the terms by which affected industries would be able to receive aid from the government. Let me go back to those words right there. She said and slammed it as shameful, and it's agreed of a fight is wrong for crumbs for a family. Does this lady know what we are living through right now? Does she understand that there are people right now that are out of work or losing hours due to this outbreak? Does she realize that there are families of four or more with small children that have to stay in their homes because their schools now are closed towards the end of the school year? Mothers and fathers, grandparents and aunts, cousins and distant neighbors have to pull strings together to make sure that these kids, these families, and all the neighbors have to work together as a unit and as a one. Okay? And come together as as one, I'm losing the words here. I'm very annoyed here. I don't understand how this woman, how she reacts, I just don't understand it. I don't understand how she talks and how people buy it. And she's bashing a stimulus package that's been passed for positive reasons to help Americans get out of this financial struggle. And all she's doing is making a mockery of it and saying how bad it is. It's nothing but American greed. It's nothing but American greed. Lady, do you know what year you are in? Do you know what you're living through? I mean, seriously. If anybody needs to be out of office or impeached for that matter, because we just got off of an impeachment, right? We were just the whole impeachment, right? Now you don't hear the impeachment. You don't hear the impeachment. You don't hear this. You don't hear that. All you hear is coronavirus, right? That's all you hear. And then you hear the people on the side, okay, such as people like AOC, and then Nancy Pelosi, and Bernie Sanders, and Chuck Schumer, bashing this whole ordeal, now wanting to blame it on Trump. Oh boy. I don't understand the morality of how this of how these people are. I don't understand it. I'm going to play another soundbite here. This is AOC now answering questions about the stimulus bill. Oh, you got to hear this. She's now claiming that, after she just got done ripping on it on the House floor, she's now saying that the stimulus package is the payments are too low. Oh, you got to hear this. She goes from one story to the next. It's hard to keep up with this woman.
Just want to take this moment to also have us recognize that unemployment is a huge emotional and mental, takes a huge emotional and mental toll. And I want to make sure that people are very conscious of that and cognizant of that. This is not just an economic issue. It's an issue of health. It's an issue of stress. It's an issue of mental health. And so if you are going through it right now, please to make sure that you know that there's a lot of hotlines out there to help you talk through these issues as well. And if you need additional assistance, we're here for you. And make sure that you don't know that you're not in this alone. There are millions of people, just 3.3 million people applied for unemployment in just this past week alone. And as time goes on, we're going to have to really make sure that we come together and be there together. So if you're on this call and say you if you have the blessing of not experiencing unemployment right now, make sure that you're checking in on your friends and loved ones regularly on those that are, and don't be afraid to extend a helping hand, because really at the end of the day, we are all in this together, and what website is run by the state government. I'm a federally elected official, so my job is to
Oh,
get
you are?
money to
Oh, you are?
states,
Oh, I didn't know
and
that
the
you were a
state's
federally
job
elected
is to
official. I thought you were
disperse
just
that
some
information.
bartender we found on the
But
side of the road.
also, what's happening right now is a completely unprecedented historic event. We have not ever had 3.3 million people apply for unemployment in 1 week in pretty much recorded history.
You might want to double check the facts on that.
To our system. Aside from the Great Depression, we have not been on a trajectory like this ever. And so, because it happened so suddenly, these websites are not prepared. And what it means, honestly, and unfortunately, what it means is that if you have to apply, you have to just stick at it. It's not going to, likely it may not be an easy process. I was just talking to, one of our most powerful community members on the Bronx side, Rosa Clemente.
I got to stop it there, guys. This woman is, she goes from one story to the next. Like I said, it's hard to keep up with her. It's hard to keep up with her. She's laying facts, and then she lays facts out for you like you're dumbfounded. You don't know. You don't know your American history. Well, it's okay. Some people don't know the American history. Those are people that they'd rather understand that it's okay not to work, but it's okay not to work, but it's okay for the government to take care of you, right? That's what at least that's what we heard from the Obama administration for the last 8 years, right? Oh boy. Oh boy, people like her, I don't understand how they get the votes in. I really don't. I have no idea. It baffles me. It really does. It baffles me to a point where I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand. And there's other people out there that can express my views, that can relate to my views, my opinions, and everything else. And people that can't express to it and can't relate to my opinions and my views, well then, I'm sorry to say, you guys are just more dumbfounded than AOC is, because this woman, I mean, she speaks in riddles. I mean, if there was another Batman movie that can play the Riddler, this woman would be perfect for the role. I mean, seriously, she goes from one story to the next, folks. Literally, one story to the next. It baffles the hell out of me. It really does. It really does. It's just, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then she's on, what is it? And then she's, this woman, I mean, it's like, I understand she's a House Speaker and everything, right? She's on the House floor. She's supposed to represent the House of Representatives. She goes and speaks dumbfounded in front of cameras, and then goes on to another story, and then it's like another woman, it's another side of her. So like that's why I said I can't follow this woman. I can't take her seriously. I really can't. There's other people that can express this too. What was it? Last week, believe it or not, she's on the Tucker Show, Fox News, right? And she's demanding relief money to go to illegal immigrants. Oh, you got to hear this. Should I play it? I mean, you got to hear it. It's questionable. I mean, you're scratching your head. Are you representing America or are you representing illegal immigration? I have no idea.
Specifics, but in general, most Americans seem pretty happy that Congress was finally able to pass an aid package that benefits ordinary people as well as companies. In fact, the bill is so generous it even gives aid to millions of non-American citizens as long as they're here legally. But for one member of Congress, that's not enough. In fact, the bill isn't generous. In her view, it's an insult. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the dumbest, most unhappy member of Congress, maybe the one person out of 435 who should have no influence on anything, and yet still does,
Oh, boy.
has now denounced the stimulus bill because it leaves one group out, illegal aliens. You can't.
Of course,
Is she really
right?
working for the RNC secretly? Probably.
Probably.
But in her view, people with no legal right to be here, people who are filling American jobs, crowding American hospitals, lowering American wages during a brutal unemployment crisis, good people perhaps, but not Americans, people violating our laws. For AOC, these people deserve aid, just like American citizens, the ones who are hurting and out of work. So what percentage of Americans support that idea? We haven't seen polling on it, but right now you'd think the number would be right around 0. It was foolish to think that during our strongest period, our richest time, America could provide free everything to the rest of the world. But to demand the same thing when the economy is on the edge of collapse, when tens of millions of American citizens are in danger, that's not dumb. That's loathing for your own country. Pretty much.
I'm glad Tucker sees this. I'm glad he sees it on his show. I'm glad he sees it on his show. I mean, seriously, lady, do you represent the country or do you represent illegal immigration? I mean, seriously. I mean, but come on, it's common sense, folks. It's common sense. It's common sense to see a woman such as AOC ripping on the stimulus package bill that was just signed. You know she's going to say something barbaric. I mean, it's she's so predictable now these days. She's saying, oh, if you're going to pass a stimulus package, we have to pass a stimulus package for illegal immigrants. Okay, so let's just give all our money to these people that have no American documentation, such as a driver's license, a state ID, a birth certificate, a social security card, voter registration card. Should I go on, folks? A bill stating where you live, American proof that you work at an American establishment of an employer. But yeah, we're going to give all that money, all that part of that $2.2 trillion of a stimulus bill that was signed to illegal immigrants, right? Because they deserve to have it just as much as the American deserves to have it. Why do they deserve to have it, AOC? You ask me that, you answer that question. Why do they deserve to have something when they're not even lawfully allowed to be in this country without documentation? Why do they deserve to have a part of a $2.2 trillion stimulus package of a form of a check, a government check from the Treasury? Okay, why do they deserve to have it? Okay, I understand they're hardworking individuals. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to knock them on that. Okay, but you answer that question, AOC. Okay, why do they deserve to have that stimulus package part? Okay, of a check. Why do they deserve to have it? Okay, do they pay their taxes? No. Do they work? Yeah, they work, but they work under the table unlawfully. So and they're in this country unlawfully. What contribution are they giving to the American society? They're not paying their taxes. So you answer that question. I'll wait. Folks, thanks very much for joining the show today, and hope to see you on the next one.
You just heard an episode of the Kitchen Angle Show, an Anchor podcast.